Hey guys, what is going on? Dylan here. It is the third week of the exotic quest, which means it is finally time to get the Wicked Implement Scout Rifle. So, the beginning part of this is going to be very similar to the weeks prior. You're going to do your fishing, and you're going to get your Aeonian Alpha Delta exotic fish, which this took me like a good solid 2 to 3 hours to get, so that's always fun. But you get your Aeonian Alpha Delta, there we go, and just like the weeks prior, you're going to take it to the helm, and you're going to dunk it into that thing there, and you're going to get your Broken Blade of Cunning. Now, get you a fire team together because this is going to be a little bit tougher. Load into a deep dive, and you're going to activate all 3 statues. So, just as a refresher, I will show you where all 3 of them are. The first one is going to be right when you start, right here. The second statue is going to be after the first encounter in this door on the left. And then the third and final statue, this one is very easily missable, so I'm going to show a good bit of footage here just to make sure that you guys have a lay of the land and don't accidentally pass it up. But you're going to make your way this way, and then you're going to hug the wall on your left here. Don't jump down. Hug the wall left, and then there is going to be the third statue. All right. All 3 statues have been activated. You've done your part. Now, after the second encounter, instead of going straight like you normally would, go to the store on the right, similar to the season finale mission that you did. And you're going to go to one of these statues and carve a path of violence. Now, you will be making your way through the water here. There will be some sections where you have to fight some mobs. Nothing too crazy. And you will eventually get to this area where you're going to fight Cole, the Executioner Knight. Now, there are going to be these minotaurs, these honed minotaurs that you have to kill in order to do full damage. So you can damage the boss, but it's going to be very little damage. You have to kill these honed minotaurs in order to be able to do full damage, and you'll see what that looks like here in a second. So once you get to this area, shoot that nut in the middle. That starts the timer. You have 10 minutes to defeat these 2 bosses. The first one is not a problem at all, very weak. So you'll make your way into this room here, and in the middle you can see that nut there. Dylan's going to shoot that and then shoot the other one, and that's going to open the doors. There's one on either side, and kill that honed minotaur, and then kill the other one, and you will now be able to damage Call the Executioner. Again, 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, it was like 1 minute and 10 seconds, like very, very quick and easy encounter. Now, a mistake that we made here is make sure you ad clear the room, because the door doesn't open until you ad clear the room. We didn't do that. We were just kind of chilling for a second, and we lost precious time here. So ad clear, make sure. And it's okay if you waste all your ammo here, because there is a spot for a rally banner up ahead. Now, you are in the Dark Labyrinth, is what I believe it's called. Split. All 3 of you split in different directions. You're going to be looking for honed minotaurs. So I break off left here. I think Dylan went middle, and I think Vanquisher went right. And I found my honed minotaur there. And you want to kill him. When you kill your minotaur, a message will appear in the bottom left called Your Blade Keens. You have to get that 3 times, and when you kill the 3rd minotaur, it'll say Sharp Like Death. That now means you can now damage Omen, who is the boss for this area, who is just a big tormentor. We had to do this a few times. He is really tough. I think the first time we did it, we weren't even close. Second time, I think had him within like a sliver of health when it hit 0, and it like hard stops you. Like you just return to orbit. And then this is the 3rd time, which I switched to like Briar's Contempt and Acacia's Dejection, some Ron weapons that do more damage to tormentors, and then we used Wells instead of what we were using before. Dylan is using Tractor Cannon, and that seemed to help a lot. Now, so you see on the bottom left there it says your violence wanes, your foes smell it. That means that you can no longer do the damage that you were doing to Omen, and you now have to go kill 3 more honed minotaurs in order to be able to do damage again. And you're going to keep repeating these steps until eventually you kill it. And again, it looks like we have a lot of time here. It's like, oh, it's still 5 minutes. You should be able to melt this guy. There are like very little ads, so finding ammo in this encounter is a nightmare. But after a while and a few tries, see, we have less than a minute here now. And I got a very, very lucky drop for heavy ammo here. And shout out to Vanquisher and Dylan for running through this with me and getting this done. And then after a minute here, Yeah, you see the melt. We must have gotten really lucky again with the ammo. That might have been the difference maker. But with about 30 seconds left out of that 10 minutes, we were able to kill the Tormentor. Now, once you do that, you're going to head into this room here. You have to gain audience and accept your new prize. And the big statue there. And you are going to claim your power, and that is going to net you 1 Wicked Implement Exotic Scout Rifle. Now, before we end this video, don't quite leave yet. If you want to get an additional triumph, I don't know if this has anything to do with the catalyst, but there are nodes. The first one is going to be above the statue that you just got your new Exotic Scout Rifle from. The second one is going to be in the corner of the room, which is, I'm going to call this Red Room. And there are 7 of these, just as a heads up. Think of it like 4 corners, 1 in the middle, 1 above that statue, and then 1 underneath. So this is another corner inside of this box here. Basically just head to every single corner, but there are some that aren't necessarily in the corner, and you'll see in a second here. So this is the tan corner. It wasn't quite in the corner, it was a little bit away from it, but when you get close enough, a waypoint does pop up on your screen. This is going to be the one in middle. Now I'm going to the green area, or green side here, and this one is close to the corner as well. And then for the final one, you go underneath. This might be the only one that you might not be able to see right away. And then right there is the final one. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the catalyst, but I will update y'all as soon as I know. But there you go. There is the Wicked Implement. Let me know how you guys like it. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Goodbye.